Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Everspace 2, where we have a cargo hold full of stuff to sell and a fancy brand new weapon. And I guess the thing I most want to do right now is run over to Kite and sell all the stuff we have. But I suppose we're like right here. We're supposed to dock at Cartwright's Wake, right? In order to fulfill our terribly important story quest. I guess this is on the way to the Kite Nebula. Anyway, yeah, let's just go to story quest on the way to selling all this stuff. I'm really curious what the yield of a cargo hold full of Prescott materials is with a cargo hold of this size. But I suppose we can do this just sort of on the way. I'm not going to stop for a normal unknown signal. Too much engagement time. And probably all we're going to get out of it is some, like, combat with enemies of this place's level or whatever. I think there was a distress call right as we hit this, but too late. They should have distress called earlier. If they wanted to be saved today, they should have filed a request 20 years ago. Turn it, don't cancel the cruise drive. We're still really far away from where we're going. Okay, there we go. Much more reasonable timing. The danger crab has arrived. What are we doing here? Do we need a cinematic for this? Wow, some of my clones have an even worse look than I do. Incredible.
Your unsteady docking procedure gave me some cause for concern.
Hi, Tarjak. Sorry, I just blacked out for a minute. Weird flashbacks. Kind of personal, I suppose.
You are experiencing hallucinations?
I don't know what they are. Something glitching with me. Strange dreams when I least expect them. I really hope they don't kick in when I need to fight.
Such dreams can be deeper insights. It is believed by the Okar that certain celestial bodies can trigger visions and signal calamities to come. In any event, I wasn't expecting another shipment of gin. What brings you here? Or were you lost?
No, I'm on other business. Do you remember being sold an alien component, a charred block with alien symbols? I was pointed in your direction.
Mary DeVint sold me a trinket that fits that description some time ago.
That's the one. I need it.
I must say, I am a little perturbed by your entrance and your demands.
It's complicated, hard to explain, but it's also important right now.
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say you've been touched by Eshahar. But I say too much. The bauble is yours. It has no discernible function. I have no idea why I kept it so long. Perhaps it was destined for this moment.
That's actually very reasonable. Thank you, Tarjak.
Be on your way. Just never say I didn't do you a good turn.
So, let me see. I have the component from Tarjak, the part from G&B, and the part the Outlaws took. That's the full shopping list.
A collection of charred relics. I wonder how the strange alien can possibly make anything from these.
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay, well that'll have us going back to Kite anyway, so that's good news. Out of curiosity, is there anything fun in the shop? Ooh, selling superior quality gear. That's fun. I don't actually want that, but that's fun that exists. Unless you have some earth wine to fill up this slot, I think we're good to go though. Alright, let us transit out of here. Wait, our thing wants us to go back to Cedo? Oh, right, because she got sent back to the base, I guess. Well, whatever. I'm going to Kite. So, to the jump gate, which is over here.
G&B Elite fighters incoming.
These guys are always trouble.
I have so little interest in their bullshit right now. We're just gonna disregard. They can hang out over here with all of the other enemies over here that we are ignoring. Please don't shoot at the jump gate while I'm using it. That seems like it could produce results. So we'll head back to Cedo after this, and then hopefully we will be able to pick up some trade goods in Kite that we can move back that will turn out to be valuable. I need to tag the gate. There we go. See, it's a good thing I went and got all that fast forward ability. Although it does feel like, well, never mind. Let's just get through here, sell this stuff off, and get back on mission. I have to say, it bothers me for non-mechanical reasons that my drones don't heal. Like, I know it's not a big deal that one drone is at like 2/3 right now, but I look over there and I see the bar's not entirely full, and it hurts me in my soul. Okay. Where is the merchant that we sell things to here? Yeah, Akrot, the Akrot trading station. There is also the BRI bio plant. I guess they might have stuff for us. Well, we can check both, but I'm sure the stuff is going to sell the same in both places, right? The sale prices are just set by what sector you're in, I think. We've never received any indication that anything other than the sector matters. Huh. Do I know where there's a power core around here? Well, who cares? Actually, who cares? We're here to sell stuff, not to solve tiny puzzles. Alright, good prices? Pretty good prices. 132. It is theoretically possible to get better than that, but not by very much. So, let's just dump stuff here. 20k worth of those. Don't have a ton of liquor, but we'll get 12,000 for it. So much ramen, not actually all that much payout. Y'all want some earth wine? Yep, earth wine, pretty valuable in this place. The solar panels, not so much. The medicine they'll take. Okay, so we can dump about 100,000 credits per long haul move. That's pretty solid. Y'all have anything for me to bring back? Mining equipment with a low demand in the current system. That is definitely something we can sell in Cedo. Okay, seeds are pretty close to rock bottom here. It looks like that is it, huh? There's nothing else here that I would want to buy. They have good high-level cruise missiles. That's fun. Alright, let's jump out to that other shop as well. We'll see if the people at the bioplant have any more stuff for us. Probably at the very least, they will have more containers of seeds. It's so weird how we almost always get a signal ping right as we're reaching our destination. I wonder if it's just weird luck, or if that is an actual design. Whoa. Elite. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's peel the shield off. I want to see the supernova of the direct hits on this flag cannon. Yeah, those are doing pretty decent chunk of damage. It does consume energy very quickly to fire it. But loot and XP wise, it's not even worth it to kill these things. My drones in decent shape here. There we go. Everybody's happy now. Let's go dock. I'm sure the secure container would have been an interesting pull, you know, back when we first landed here. At this point, I think we probably have out-leveled all of the gear that might drop in this area by a pretty significant amount. Although the shops are selling things that are a reasonable level. Okay, more seeds, more mining equipment, clothing, cybernetic implants. So this stuff is selling. We'd be buying it at 483. I don't know that it's all that likely we'll make a profit. I mean, if it were maximum value back in Cedo, then the total profit would actually be pretty solid. It would be like akin to what we make on a stack of small arms. Because even though this is high, it's still like 120 credits below the max. But I don't know that we get max. I'm going to assume that we will not. So alright, let's get out of here. I mean, this is a container that's just sitting here, right? I may as well. This I don't actually want to even carry around. This ramen, I will simply immediately sell back to them.
Hey, just checking in. Found any interesting specimens lately?
Field studies have unfortunately been temporarily paused due to the volatile local situation.
You guys will stick it out. I admire your dedication.
Okay. Out of curiosity here, is there any other perks that I'm still interested in picking up? Like an anonymous cargo dispatcher, I get, or autonomous rather, is something. Startup delays, mostly it's like this stuff is just annoying. Remove startup delays when not in combat, I guess, is like an interesting quality of life thing. We're almost done with nanotechnology. Do I have quantum conductors? Yeah, I was going to say, I probably just have those laying around, right? We may as well finish this. Nanobots restore armor as well. And Ben's thing is the cruise drive delay comes down by 0.6 seconds. I so much don't care about this. They should make these a little bit more meaningful so that you care about them. How do they think reduces cruise drive activation time by 0.3 seconds was the thing people were going to want to spend resources on? Alright, out of curiosity, is the shield generator for this obvious? Because that does look pretty fancy. Maybe it is. Maybe it does have cool stuff in it. Maybe it is worth the trouble. But we'd have to find, I'm assuming, 2 shield generators to deactivate. Let's look at the underside of this thing. Well, nothing terribly obvious. Anywhere further down the device? We might just be looking for buttons too, right? It could just be like some controls that have to be hit. Let me examine it a little bit more closely. Are there obvious cables coming out anywhere, or... I mean, it's got all the pipes connecting it to these things, but I don't see any... Don't see any kind of controls or disruptables. Nope. Don't know how to open this. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time stressing about it. To the home. I guess we can swing through some locations in Zharkov. May as well fill the cargo hold, right? So if we were to take the time to do 4 more of those cargo runs, and they can be pretty fast, we could put together the money for 1 more great big ship change. But I don't know. I don't know if we need to be like super hyper focused on it. Like, clearly there's sectors we haven't even gone to yet. Presumably there's more game, although it does seem, again, from the sort of like the mechanical arc of things, that we must be we're getting close to the end of the like the system arc design. So I wonder how much more game there really is. There are like 3 sectors that we've never been to. We can't be that close to done. I don't know. It's weird. There's certainly more space than it seems like we need. Okay, yeah, we'll stop by the mining colony, I guess. It's pretty much all mining fields out here. But this time we'll actually interact with the colony instead of just stealing resources from them. Right, they probably have mining equipment here. Either that or they're going to really need the mining equipment that we have. Either way would be cool with me. The safest approach. Alright, yeah, mining equipment demand is very low. Solar panel demand remarkably high. Yeah, I will for sure take all of this stuff. Thank you. Yeah, this is probably still... We'll probably still make a decent profit on that. And then they do not have a lot. Alright, maybe we're gonna be heading out to that other mining base after all. Just to try to fill the cargo hold. Divana has access to the Flying Duchess, at least. Well, let's start with this. I don't remember... I don't know if the Duchess receives... gear of the not gear but like trade goods of the appropriate types for the region. Oh, that's the wrong but I meant to engage the cruise drive there. That was the wrong drive button. Damn it, hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry everybody. They're down there at that little research station just watching us jump in and out over and over again. What the hell is that guy doing? Safest possible approach. Camden enzyme. Still don't really know what the deal is with that. Lots and lots of mining equipment. Good news for us. And seeds. It's weird how they'll all sell you clothing, which is at a very high price. You know what? I'll take it. It's expensive cargo, but the top end is really high. Okay. This time I did that on purpose. Also, it's really easy to get like sucked into the minutia of the things we're actually doing, but it is very cool to look at this and take engage the drive. It's just like everything in this game looks so rad, you know? All right. Doesn't take much for us to stop by the gas harvesting facility on the way through here just to see if they do have anything other than ships to sell. It's weird that there's a shipyard out here at all, frankly. Oh, it's only because, yeah, it's because of the beacon. Well, maybe it's because of the beacon. Hold on. Let's do this, and then we'll go land on the base proper. All right, have fun, kids. They found something to shoot at. All right, do you have? Okay, you just have sort of a variety of things, but unfortunately, you sell them at the prices of the current area, so these are not actually like good to buy. That said, you'll take my solar panels for a pretty solid price. Thanks to that, I should have been remembering to scroll my inventory down. It's weird that the solar panels were all the way down there anyway. Whatever. Well, I mean... remarkably difficult to hit. Okay, I mean, this is interesting. So there's a bunch of power core sockets. I think that first shot didn't work because one of our drones flew in front of me as I fired. Yeah, that wouldn't have damaged those power cores at all, thankfully. I mean, while we're here, right? This is a weirdly complex process. Other buttons are on this side too. Okay, so that reset it. I was wondering if the correct path was just to wrap around the thing. But nope, you start with this side and then maybe do the same pattern on this side. Nope. Damn it. Always wrong. Whatever my guess is, it's always wrong. Well, I guess a mainframe component's pretty valuable. Those are actually kind of cool missiles, but yeah, I see no reason to lose any of this stuff. Is that all? Was that whole big process for a single bulletproof container? That's wild. Okay, yeah, and in fact there is nothing here except a maintenance hangar. The reason there is anything at all is because of the Duchess. That's a cloud. It was not a planetary obstruction. Alright, well I guess let's get out of here, and this will have to do as far as cargo goes. Doing my level best to make money going both ways, you know, like I do, like I do on OnlyFans. I think I do want to when we go up to the top tier ships. I think I do want to do a gunship, just because we have such cool weapons now. I would really like to see them at like maximum output, although you probably only fire this flak cannon for like a second and a half at a double energy expenditure. I didn't look at what the passives or specials do with the gunship. I wonder if there is something that is like oh wait, hold on. There's a dock here, right? Let's go stop off at the dock real quick and see about first of all, the prices for our current goods, which are okay. I mean, not amazing. And secondly, what they're willing to give me. Yeah, the mining equipment prices are not amazing here, but I'll take that. Because they are going to be better where we're going. And then we'll just stock up on stuff for going the other way when we're actually going the other way. Wow, okay, definitely flew directly through a rock there. Let's all pretend we didn't see that. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer to be like all heavy ships all the time and not really have the experience of playing around with any of the other experience types, really. Like, you get a very different style of combat in one of those light fighters that's like refreshing your devices constantly and everything. And I hate to just be like, what if we turned the numbers up even more? What if we did big guns even more? But also, like, that's just the stuff I like, right? I am a maximalist. I think anybody who's been around here knows that. And it's like, if I can take a thing that is big and tune it up to 350%, then that's it. That's all I want to do. What if the big number got so big? I suppose that's not, super unique. Alright, we'll stop off here. What are we looking at? Yep, mining equipment's like pretty valuable. The seeds really aren't. Okay, well, I don't know what to do with these seeds then. They do sell for more here than we were buying them for in the last area. The Camden enzyme has definitely increased in price pretty significantly. That's decent. Well, let's sell off all this mining equipment. That's like a decent profit. I wonder where these seeds are valuable. Oh wow, just some pure Clygon, huh? Pretty wild. Ooh, cybernetic implants are not worth anything here, and they have such a top end. Okay, you know what? I'm going to sell off these seeds. That's a profit. It's not a ton of profit. We are definitely going to buy all of the cybernetic implants. Yeah, at 303, those are... We're going to be able to make a splash with those basically anywhere, but we'll hold on to them until we find a really good spot, hopefully. And I guess let's just get back to it then. All the way back to the home hangar. For the first time in quite a while, I feel like. We're gonna have to put up with more cutscene Maddox, unfortunately. I suspect. For the sake of completeness, so that people can see the whole thing, part of what I'm doing here is, I guess, a little bit documentary in nature. I'm not going to turn off the dialogue. We're going to watch all the cutscenes, but oof.
Gala, I got everything. I'd now like you to show me what all this is about.
Once I put the pieces together, it can be used to create a rip that will let you jump through space and hopefully take me home.
Sounds promising. I only hope it works.
Will you two please finish your damn yibber-yabbing? Adam, I've waited long enough. We got a job to discuss. Now, on the bridge.
Okay, all right, Maddox.
So, you've all met Kala by now, who will be staying with us until she finds her way home.
It is an acquaintance to meet your pleasure.
Almost.
Yes. Well, now we have Eduardo here. Maddox is able to give us an update on the job at hand.
Viridium! A veritable mountain of it. Just sitting in a comet and waiting for us to scoop it out of the sky. I've been waiting for this thing to come around for a long time. Finally, all the pieces have fallen into place. Eduardo, would you do the honors? There it is. Drink it in. Revisiting us in the DMZ after 15 years. One freighter load would be enough to make rich men, women, and whatevers out of each of us. Only problem is that it's still a heck of a long way away, and might take some time to get there. Oh, hello. Our freaky little lady likes to play with maps.
There, and there.
Well, what do you know? Looks like our dearest new addition found us a shortcut already. I knew she'd be useful.
Considering she's not from this cluster, that's fairly impressive navigating.
I do not know these stars, but I quickly find my way around.
Interesting. Well, I'd like to propose we head out as soon as...
I'm afraid I must object. You cannot carry out this mission. You do not understand the importance of Eshahar.
Say, who, what now?
This comet cannot be interfered with. I ask you to allow me a moment to explain.
Now, hold on there, mister.
What is it, Tareen? What's the problem?
What you see is an opportunity. What I see is something sacred to the Okar. Eshahar is of spiritual importance.
Oh, here we go. Always the same. It's sacred to us, scrap from you damned Okar. I mean, I don't see the big problem with taking one little freighter load.
No, I implore you.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Tareen, you don't seem to understand what this payday would mean for us. The riches from this comet is the ticket home we've all been waiting for.
Eshahar is a holy comet. The Okar would not send a simple squadron to protect it. They would see its defacement as an act of war and send its entire fleet. Your actions are of bad portent, and the consequences could echo beyond anyone's control.
I hate to say it, after everything we've gone through, but I think we need to take Tareen's warning seriously.
Whoa, now, I've waited too long for this to be held back by some Okar superstition.
But we don't want any reason to start a war with them either. I think I should at least investigate this. Maybe it's time to talk to Commissioner Hawk. I suspect she knows more about this than she's been letting on. Tareen, if you're right, this may be more explosive than any of us realize. What I saw in Vesna. The artifacts, the drilling equipment. It's all connected. Stay on the base until I get answers. If the stakes are as high as I'm guessing, I don't want anybody jeopardizing things.
You want to reveal our whole damn plan to the fleet?
I didn't say that. I said I wanted to enlist her help. We might be teetering on the brink of a conflict.
You didn't say that
with
either.
the DMZ. Until I know what's happening, Maddox, stay away from the comet.
Well, the whole point is that the comet's not nearby yet, so it's not. There's no way to not stay away from the comet yet, right?
I can't believe you would have the nerve to ground me, Adam. You know what this job is worth. 15 damn years I've waited.
Even if there's the slightest possibility that Tareen is right, we can't take the chance of an all-out war in the DMZ.
What do I...
Then it would just be an MZ.
That's my fortune out there. I've waited too long for it already.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten further than Avonrest without me. Consider that until I return. Hive, patch me through to Commissioner Hawk.
Oh, it's you. I gave you this private connection only for extreme emergencies.
This is important. We need to talk. It's about a comet.
Not on the comms, if you please. No telling how secure even fleet frequencies can be. I am closing in on the demarcation line with the DMZ. I'll send you my coords. Meet me there as soon as possible. Until then, keep channels free and speak to no one.
Damn, that's off my charts. I'll see what I can do. Over. I'll need to make it fast. I don't think we can hold down Maddox for too long. Kala, come in. This travel tech you had me pick up, does it really work?
Yes, Kliko. It joins two places by a connected rip.
Having inspected the technology for myself, I have determined that it operates by finding a matching resonance between two astrographic points. This facilitates a spatial bypass of the two locations to momentarily manifest. The mechanics, I am still endeavoring to computate.
A spatial bypass. Interesting. If true, this could get me to the Commissioner faster. How about we try this thing out?
If you're ready, let's begin.
Hey, Adam, are you busy?
Am I busy? You mean other than the epic ongoing drama somehow always pitched on the edge of war, everyone's lives at risk?
Yeah, other than that.
No. Not really, I guess.
Oh, good, thank you. Really, thank you. Because I was wondering, not that I want to be any trouble, but if you happen to have some time...
What do you need, Alec?
It's my kids. They're on my mind.
Are they in trouble?
Usually, yeah, but nothing to worry about. Evic's a mechanic, and Eric's a pilot, and then there's Emic and Edic and Efik. Oh, and of course, Epic and Ezek, who have kids of their own now. Can you believe it? I'm a grandpa.
Somehow, yes.
And there's still all the others. Too many to get into right now. But it's been so long since I've had any word from any of them. And if you were to ever, be in the area...
Where are they?
With their various moms, mostly on Avonrest, but it's the ones out at Coalition HQ and Drake System that I'm more concerned about. You could reach it through the hidden wormhole in Union.
I don't know it. If you give me coords, I'll stop by and make sure they're all accounted for.
Okie dokie. Coords are sent over. I'd go myself, but the Coalition told me to only show my face again if the cluster's about to implode. Appreciate it, dude.
For you, Alec, I'd do anything.
Just like the hidden wormhole in Union. You know that? Okay. So. New friend. Spatial bypass. Allows you to build spatial bypasses to travel quickly between things. Invest. Hey, that was easy.
Fire it up, Kala. I'll radio you from the other side.
Are you really about to offer yourself up as a guinea pig for an untested technology? This is insanity.
Nothing ever gets accomplished by not taking chances, Hive.
You can tell when you can fly through by the sparks.
Sounds fancy. Let's do it.
Alright, what else are we looking at here? Reveals how many and what type of secrets are still to be found for each location. Yo, that sounds cool. Reveals any remaining secrets in a location if most of its secrets have already been discovered. These actually both sound very good. We probably have the resources. Okay, apparently I need to build some particle modulators. But yeah, I would like to unlock these things. Boy, oh boy, do we have dark matter. All right, 2 particle modulators. Yeah, okay. I certainly have minerals. This does feel like endgame type stuff, right? Okay, so do we have... Not a lot of neutron membranes, it turns out. Anything that would be useful. That's the stuff we're not finding naturally. Fortunately, we can make about 100 of those. This part I am less interested in. It's the second bit that is cool. And for which we require echo cancelers. How hard are those to build? Not hard at all, it turns out. Bunch more neutron membranes as well, because of course. A nano-sized selective barrier used for chemically powered switching technology. Interesting. Okay, so we don't have... All right. To build some heat detectors as well. 12 of them. What are these made out of? Okay, stuff that we have a lot of. We're actually the closest thing we have to a limiter here is actually the copper, which is funny. Does what human skin does. You know, faster and without all the screaming. I do wish that on the perk screen you could engage a hey, just build all the stuff I need button like you can on the when you're building catalysts. It's weird to me that they built that functionality, but then they just don't give it to you here. Okay, definitely worth the unlocks. So now we know lots of stuff about stuff, and yeah, good enough. How expensive is resource selling? Sell excess resources directly from the crafting resources tab. Because the thing is, like, I don't know exactly how valuable any of this stuff is. It's the superior quality resources are worth 130 each. Yeah, it might be worthwhile to be able to just, like, dump a ton of cash. But, like, the only times, or dump a ton of this stuff for cash, but the only times we're going to need to do that are when we're at a shipyard or something, right? Like, it would be because I'm trying to buy a ship. So I guess there's not really a reason, like, I can sell them when I need to sell them already. So with that, I suppose, let's move on. Use the spatial bypass near the home base. Easy. Yeah, you know, space travel. You just build yourself a little, like, potato masher, and then bump your ship into it, and that's how teleportation is done.
Okay. I told you, I knew this would end in disaster. You have been transported to a planet interior, never to find your way out again, and you will die here. Ha! I was right.
All right, Hive. No need to be so happy about it. Does anyone read me? No response. Where the heck are we?
We're gonna be
take a little look around and see if there's a way out.
Yeah, we'll sort this.
The blue alien has achieved its deception.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, Hive. There must have been a miscalibration somehow. I mean, I did change location at least, and I am in one piece.
Yeah, if she was just trying to get rid of me, I'm sure she could have instructed us to build a bomb pretty easily.
Wildlife in here's familiar. I'll be damned if I'm not somewhere back in the Kait Nebula.
The blue alien will have morphed into its true hideous self and consumed all of your companions by now.
Seriously, Hive, get a grip.
Damn it, if we're in Kait...
You're imbued with so much imagination.
I am only stating possibilities.
If we're in Kait and I didn't refill my my cargo hold, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. This whole area does feel familiar though, doesn't it?
Gives me some time to think about things.
Oh my god, Adam, shut up.
None of this is how I expected it to turn out. You know what I'm talking about, Hive?
I have not the foggiest.
I feel things have changed. All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ, but I only seem to be becoming more embroiled in it.
You are certainly deeply entangled in the political intrigues of the region, although I am certain you could still extricate yourself.
Yeah, sure, but to what end? What would be the consequences of that?
He's so eager. He's so happy to hear silence. And I was just thinking that thing myself. Like, ooh.
I realize that my commitments are here. In the Beltigrades. The DMZ. A freighter load of Viridium might get me back to the homeworlds and in a very luxurious condition. But would I really be happy with myself?
Happiness. Oh, dear. Every philosophical discussion with a human always comes to this.
Huh. Does not seem like there was actually very much value in coming into this chamber. So we're looking for another Another room
More
somewhere.
existential musings. Will it be like this until you starve to death?
There's a way out of here. I'm sure of it. But no matter what happens next, all I know is that I can't let my friends down. I have the feeling they're all counting on me. I just can't figure out what the right thing to do is at this juncture.
Oh, okay, well that's useful. Presumably that's what needs to be on this side of the rune? Okay. Oh, wait. There's a rune in that room and I just didn't see it. I mean, the space is kind of like large and irregular. I suppose stuff is missable. Come here, you. Gross. Come on. Alright. I mean, it would be weird for the room to just be worthless, right? But where is this rune? Oh, it's like tucked down between the plants. I see. Can I get it out of there this way? No, I have to bring it up. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That's the thing I was missing. Let's get out of here before this regrows and we have to destroy it again. Never mind. No such luck. Okay, there we go. And what does this need to be set to? Hourglass. And there's my lens, so we've got a crystal or two already. Yes, there's a bunch of crystals in here. There we go. I was going to say, so I was expecting it to build another lens for me. That will do. And then this will build the lens that looks at that other crystal. That looks like a way out.
I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
So soon. Humans often mention such a thing when they are near the end.
No, I'm not speaking metaphorically. I really think I see a way out. Huh, look at that. It's where we picked up Kala and Eduardo. Anyone back at base reading me?
There you are, Clico. Something went wrong.
You're telling me, Kala. We ended up right next to your escape pod.
Ah, Toka. I think I know the reason. There are no other rips or connections yet, except for the ones on my ship.
Adam, I believe this may have been caused by the lack of reference points in the cluster. Kala seems to have expected there to be other points. The experiment sent you to your present location because there was a very slight reference signal emanating from the cube within the escape pod Kala traveled in. If you can retrieve it, we will be able to calibrate a more exact travel and create more reference points where we go.
Okay, let's try that. If we can get this to work without being transported into a sun's core, this tech could really be a game changer.
And then we can just get rich from this. It kind of makes the comet thing irrelevant, huh? Alright, problem solved. Let's retrieve the cube. Hollis Camp is down this one, maybe? Oh, it's right there, in fact.
Let's see. There. Okay, I got Kala's cube.
Adam, there is another matter.
Go ahead.
Kala is quite upset by this turn of events. She is confused as to why no reference points exist in this end of the galaxy. This must mean that she is a lot further from her homeworld than she first thought.
Well, do your best to comfort her and let her know that we'll do what we can to help her find her way home. So, Kala, are you feeling okay? What would we need to do next?
We will make new rips and connections.
From what I've gathered, this works a bit like the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Look, it's not a bridge, but a fold. Or a rip, Clico.
We'll get there. But right now, I think I'll have to use conventional means to reach the Commissioner's location. I've left her hanging. I bet she'll be pissed. This fast travel technology is too promising to pass up. Let's try to open up some routes, or rips, when we assemble the parts we need.
You are seriously going to attempt that folly? Again?
It might just be the insurance we need to get out of the DMZ if everything goes south. Time to face the music. Patch me through to the Commissioner.
First you tell me it's important, and then you don't show up.
Yeah, look, I got sidetracked. Are you still at the coords you gave me?
Of course not. I'm on the move again. Tell me your current location, and perhaps we can meet at a convenient point midway.
I'm near Aethor, in the Kait Nebula.
Well, I'm not bringing my cruiser in there with those lunatics at large. Meet me at the abandoned jump gate in Zarkov. Don't keep me waiting.
You got it.
Okay, again, this rip fast travel technology stuff seems like the thing we're actually after. I wonder if they will bother to come up with a diegetic reason that we couldn't just get rich off of this.
I would like to request that I accompany you to the meeting.
Actually, Tareen, that might not be a bad idea. I think she needs to get the bigger picture on this.
I don't know if she's necessarily going to listen to Tareen, but...
Hawk knows a lot of the DMZ's secrets. An Okar.
Alright, hold on a second. So, missions... Yeah, Gang Wars is not my primary concern at this moment. 10 Clygon, 10 solar particles, 5 energy, 1 proton capacitor. Clygon, solar particles. So we have a lot of raw Clygon. This one's solar particles. We have a billion of those. And then it's dark energy and a proton capacitor. And we're going to need 5 of those. So 25 dark energy. This is dark matter. Dark energy is... The hell is dark energy? This one. Okay, we have enough. And proton capacitors. Okay, we only have 2. We should have 5. How hard is it to make a proton capacitor? It is not hard. Alright, so we have on us now the raw resources for 5 spatial bypasses. Torn Station, Prescott, Gasfield, BRI Bioplant, Drake Research.
Perspective might be what she needs. Why don't you fill me in a little more on the significance of this?
Najahar is of great importance, and its passage signals the beginning of a season of ritual festivities on our home planets.
Alright, that was weird. Alright, so we'll establish a rip here and we'll grab some cargo and stuff. Why is that? Okay. It's fine. Near the giant laser is maybe not the best place to build a thing. Is it? Oh no, it's way underneath. Well, as long as I'm here, I guess. Let's grab the Glacet. If nothing else, stuff's valuable. Oh, I need to engage the cruise drives to get away from the laser. Damn, okay. Yeah, the pull that we are experiencing in this area is real weird. Alright.
So this is one of the places Kala marked. I should be able to establish a spatial bypass here.
You are determined to risk your particles being rearranged for this alien technology?
You're just sore you didn't come up with it yourself.
I have other priorities in case you fail to notice. Keeping you alive, for one.
And that's rewarding enough for you. Kala, are you there?
Nama? Yes, Kliko, I am here.
I'm at the first location. So what happens now?
Use the cube with the right components to create a rip in space.
Rip in space, yeah, so you keep saying. Okay, so I need all these components? Some seem very particular.
I'll give you a list of the appropriate components. They are a little different here than in
You
my
gave me
home
that
world,
already.
but they should serve their purpose.
I see, okay. I'll call you again once I have the basics. Alright, seems like I need all the parts to
Why would that conversation happen now?
see what we got. I did it. It's
Okay,
done.
come on now.
Kala, are you there? I established the first spatial bypass. The first rip.
Yes, Kliko. I've seen the energy surge near you. You can use any rip to get back here.
So I should be able to fast travel between here and the home base now. I need to establish more points if I want to get around quickly.
Yes, Kliko, you can build more. I'll give you a few more places that fit. It doesn't work everywhere.
Got it. Let's try this out now, shall we?
No. You risk being translocated to your grave.
It was a hypothetical question, Hive. I really don't need your opinion.
This technology goes against all science. I thoroughly disapprove of it.
Would you be familiar at all with the cave systems of Aethor 1?
I was recently there, as a matter of fact. There were quite a lot of nasties down there.
Those caves contain some mycelium samples we are seeking. They are the key to us being able to complete our research in the Kait Nebula. We don't have the means to return to the collection site, especially with the dangers about. Unless...
I know that look.
Well, in that case, you're familiar with the drill. Our institute provides ample funding for fieldwork. You would be generously compensated.
Is it really so important?
It is vital to our understanding of the universe. Why else would we take the risk of remaining here?
Yeah, thought so. So, what is it you need then?
We have been tasked with analyzing examples of certain species that live within the nebula. Please review our requirements before you leave.
That's quite a hefty list.
Descriptions are included, with possible locations. For the most part, they are spread throughout this system.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. No promises, mind you. I am a busy guy.
Only the scans are needed. We will make certain you are adequately rewarded.
We'll see about that.
Okay, this conversation's got to contain 8 different lines that are just, and we'll pay you, and we'll pay you, and we'll pay you, and we'll pay you. Like, cool, great, but perhaps hush. And let's end this interaction as quickly as possible. Okay, nanofibers. Nanofibers seem like they'll be pretty valuable when we sell them off. Not really interested in picking up solar panels at that price. Okay. I'm like, it really does seem like there's some really fundamental disconnects in the creation of this thing. Right? There are all kinds of bits where it's just like, we got a bunch of information, and then we have the conversation where that information is given, but we also already had a conversation where that information is given. So it's not even that the things were given to us out of order so much as that that second conversation shouldn't exist at all. Wow, that's a very powerful flat cannon. These Inquisitors just have so much damn health. Okay. So, to actually look at the mission log now that people have stopped bothering me. Completionist. Scan a shadow creature, a mycelium, and a thorian worm, jelly, an acid pouch, and a spore. Okay. This doesn't seem all that complicated or difficult. It also isn't worth very much. They say that we'll be compensated handsomely, I assume, at the end of a couple of steps. I'm not going to go out of my way for this right now. Have we ever seen a shadow creature? In any case, let's focus on this. So, I guess we can use the fast travel point now. Do I want to do that? Do I want to jump back over to Akrot real fast and grab more goods first? I guess, yeah. I guess let's do that. Again, we should be traveling with a cargo hold as full as possible. And then we can play with our new teleportation technology. But yeah, if this tech works and we have the only person in the galaxy who can understand it, it seems to me like this solves basically all of our problems except the part where we're trying to get trying to stop this war from occurring. But it solves all of our like personal financial problems, you know? There we go. Perfect, like a glove. Then your standard everyday crab flip, a classic normal maneuver. Look at all the nanofibers, hell yeah. And mining equipment and seeds, and we might just hold the seeds rather than selling them back in Cedo. Because we can probably get a better price for them somewhere.
How many of you are there on the station?
I wouldn't know. We don't talk much. We're all driftwood, which became a pile of flotsam. The others could be alive or dead for all I care. We each stay in our own corner. I was waiting to kill another one.
What sheesh? Adam, you're very judgmental. You're a very judgmental dude. So let's real quick here have a look at what is showing up on our scanners here as a secret of the area. Ah, a power core for that power core slot that we saw.
Try breathing in space. Ancients are approaching. Combat appears inevitable.
What do you mean ancient?
I wish I knew what they wanted.
Just randomly ancients are approaching. Okay, well hold on. Let me put this down for a sec.
Nice. Someone to shoot at.
Let's solve this problem. Hold on, I'm outside of effective range for this weapon. Ugh, the teleporting. This weapon does have a better energy DPS than the super flat cannon, but also you know, direct hits with the super flat cannon are valuable. Alright, the homing projectiles do make things easier. So where was that? The power core socket was below. Okay. Let's go ahead and plug that in and then get out of here. It's weird that we got completion when we grabbed the power core and not when we like did whatever the power core is supposed to do, which is just which is just produce a little speed thing. Okay, whatever. Let's head back to our newly constructed super teleportation point. It's funny to call it fast travel, because like the way we travel around now is already very fast. But I guess it's all relative. You know, this thing here was fast travel at some point, and then when we gained the fast forward ability, then that was fast travel. But now, without teleportation, will anything else ever feel fast again? Hard to say. Okay, we just pick another one. That is awfully handy. So yeah, we're definitely gonna establish the rest of these before we go back on the actual mission. Story quest stuff.
On appearances, yes. Although we shouldn't discount the possibility that we have entered a parallel universe.
With a similarly grouchy onboard AI? Nah, I doubt it, Hive. You're one of a kind.
All probabilities are equally probable.
Okay. 3 small arms, I guess. You know, I suppose while our cargo is not super full, instead of dismantling random blues, I should take them for sale. That gives us a location completion. All right, so let's hit a spot to drop off this mining equipment, and then we'll probably call it there for the moment. Yeah, take me to Union Bridge. We gotta go to Union Bridge anyway for a variety of reasons. You know what? You know what? We got a second for a distress call.
Could you help me out? My ship needs repairing.
Let me see if I can help.
Nope, not that. Not the jump drive. Resist the urge to jump drive. The ship is very small.
Wow, thanks. Wouldn't have expected so much from a stranger.
Well, maybe you can spread some of the goodwill around.
By paying me. Yeah, I mean, 3,000 credits for a single nanobot. It's a pretty good price. Like, if they wanted it to be Good Samaritan stuff, you can't... It's a job. We're making a transaction. That makes it not. It removes all of the good and evil from it really quickly. I suppose it removes all the good from it. The evil, you know, listen, evil and commerce can absolutely coexist. Hey, that was a pretty good approach.
You. What do you need?
All right, what do you have? Solar panels. We are about to go to a place where we can sell these off, and I would like to drop off my mining equipment. Seeds don't sell super well here. The nanofibers do sell well, but I bet we can do better. Seeds and the cybernetic implants. Yeah, we'll move all that stuff. So I guess for the moment, just give me a bunch of solar panels. 12,000 credits worth of solar panels, please. And we'll find somewhere to put these. All right. With that, I think that's where we're going to call it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will be building a web of even more increased trade efficiency. And then maybe, you know, preventing a war or saving some lives or whatever. And we'll see you then.